Each of us own objects that can evoke strong memories or emotions, whether they were given to us by a loved one or even passed down through generations of a family. These objects are anything but inanimate. They are treasured possessions that can be emotionally charged, pregnant with meaning and rich sources of knowledge. Today we're at the Ribbonwood Centre in Dapto on the New South Wales South Coast, where for the last 7 weeks Dr. Kimberly Joy Knight from the Centre of Excellence for the History of Emotions has been working with the local community to delve into the stories behind these objects. We sat down with her and some of the project's participants to find out more. Kimberly, how did the Treasured Possessions program come about?
So I work for the Centre for History of Emotions at the University of Sydney, and we're a group of researchers who look at emotions in the past. So we'd like seniors to come here and bring their treasured possessions, and then we explore the emotional connection with that object, and we're curating an exhibition together with the seniors where their objects will go on display in the Wollongong City Art Gallery, and they're having their portraits taken and memoirs as well as part of that.
What have you learnt over the past 7 weeks in the program?
I've learned lots of other people's stories and just been amazed and staggered at the emotions that lie behind all our treasured possessions. Yes, and it's just been fascinating to hear so many different stories. But I've also learned the value of keeping these things for the benefit of others.
I think the young people of today are missing out on so much, and I wanted to bring a bit of history into their lives, into certainly my own family's life, but if I can spread it somewhere further, that's great.
Well, we've been shown techniques of how to present, how to preserve, how to show things off to better effect, which is one of the reasons I came.
We do several activities with them. So we take oral histories where they get a chance to tell us about their history through the object and their connection to it.
I've actually got stamp albums, and they're deceased estates, but what makes them treasured is that they have inscriptions, and some of them have letters and love poems and different things that belong to the owner.
I had some other things that I thought I might bring, because this one is not very old, but it is particularly treasured because it was given to me by my granddaughter, and it's a little figurine of a grandmother and a granddaughter sitting together.
It's a cameo that my husband gave to me when we first started going out together. Then my husband in 1965 was sent to Vietnam, so I gave him this, and there's a note inside on the back of it. I haven't worn this since 1965. Until I started talking about the brooch, I just didn't realise how much of me was in there, you know.
The Treasured Possessions exhibition runs till mid-September at the Wollongong Art Gallery. So if you live on the New South Wales South Coast and want to check it out, you can find out more at historyofemotions.org.au.